Hey guys, it is Dani and welcome to this video, and I'm here with updates on the tropics. So we will be talking about that disturbance you're seeing on your screen, which is a threat to land and must be watched. It is designated as Invest 93L, and then we also have the potential for a tropical storm or hurricane EPSILON very soon. We will talk about that too. And so if you want to know if you'll be affected and how strong these might get, please keep watching this video. And so before I go into the details, as usual, please do subscribe if you haven't and tap the bell so you know every time when I post a new video, because I will keep you guys updated on tropical cyclone activity right through the season. And you can also follow me on Instagram. My weather account is Weather Girl Dani, and my personal account is Dani Henry Official. Okay, so back to that first disturbance on Invest 93L, and so at this time it is located just east of the Lesser Antilles, and at this time it is given a low 20% chance of tropical development through the next 5 days, and actually it's going to be encountering land. So even though it is going to be in an area with some marginally conductive shear to support some development, it's going to be interacting with land, and that is a huge factor that plays a significant part in the tropical cyclone development, because once we're having that kind of interaction that inhibits it from really developing, there are no warm ocean waters to feed off, there is just the land, and that is why we have our tropical systems weakened. So the Lesser Antilles, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands definitely going to be feeling the rainfall from this. And there we have it on satellite view, not so organized, but we're seeing that cluster of shower and thunderstorm activity. So if you're there, you might experience some very inclement weather conditions going into the end of this week. And where will this thing go? So it's going to be moving to the west northwest. We see that there's going to we have our models here kind of take it a bit south, going into the Caribbean, but crossing over Hispaniola, and then it's going to be moving somewhat in a west-northwestward like track. So will it move in the Gulf? Will it not move in the Gulf? Will it dissipate? We just have to wait and see what is going to happen with this tropical system here. So again guys, if you're in most likely Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, the Lesser Antilles, you'll experience some inclement weather conditions going into the end of this week. And then here we have quite a few models available, and then look at that. So this is about 108 hours from now, and we have 2 of our models expecting that this will achieve tropical storm status. Again, this is not impossible, but the land interaction is really what's going to be inhibiting this from developing, guys. So we just have to watch it. And now let us go on to our potential epsilon. So there we have it. This is our GFS model again, and this is an isobar map which shows the lines of equal pressure. And so the closer they are in a circular manner, with the pressure being below 1030 millibars, that is a low pressure system. And so by the 21st of October, we see that low pressure system developing in the southern Caribbean Sea right there. So by that point, that's probably just a disturbance or tropical depression. And then by the 22nd of October, we see that the system is just in the vicinity of Jamaica right there. That's potentially a tropical storm. We're seeing the isobars coming together even more, and then going out even further to October 24th, there we have it. So there we have maybe a strong tropical storm or potentially a hurricane at that point. Yesterday, the GFS model was not expecting it to be this week. They were predicting a much stronger tropical system here. So this is most likely going to rapidly intensify and then make its way over Cuba. And then by the 25th of October right there we have the system just to the east of the southern portion of Florida, and it's not going to be moving into the US. And going even further out now, there we have the system just being parallel to the east coast of the US. So a US impact at this time is not expected. And again guys, the GFS model has been quite consistent with this one developing, and again, development is not even guaranteed. So it's best that if you're in the Caribbean to please be on alert for this. And now let me show you guys something. So this is the typical origins and tracks of tropical systems here in October. So a lot of times we see these storms developing in the southern Caribbean and making their way up to the north or to the northeast. And so that is what is potentially going to happen if this system does develop, and the GFS model has been quite consistent. So I'm almost pretty confident that we will definitely have this tropical system develop in the southern Caribbean. And then let's look at the wind shear map now. So portions of the Gulf and most of the Caribbean there is very favorable at this time in terms of wind shear. And to know if it's favorable or not, the reds show the unfavorable ones with these strong wind shear, which usually rip up, or tropical cyclones. The yellows show neutral and the greens show favorable shear, and we see a lot of those greens persistent across most of the Caribbean, guys. So again, the shear is favorable, the ocean temperatures are pretty warm, and it seems as though we could have a next major tropical system to talk about maybe by later next week. And then looking at the map of the hurricane season thus far, we've had 25 named storms, and with just 2-3 more we will beat 2005, which had 28 named storms, guys. So it's been a very busy season, and it is going to be coming to a close very soon, but the possibility is still there for us to have a few more tropical systems to even beat 2005, and this season might be the most active season on record for the North Atlantic Basin, guys. So unfortunately, the strongest storm has not reached Cat 5 status, which was Laura, but the season is not yet over. We tend to have a lot of surprises, guys, and so we just have to watch the tropics as time goes by. And so if you found this video to be pretty informative, please give a thumbs up, and you can also share thoughts with me in the comments or ask questions. I will try to respond as best and as soon as I can. And just remember to always be wise, and I'll keep giving updates on the tropics as time goes by.